today's segment we are going to focus on QuickBooks point of sale. So far as model 2 is concerned, we are looking at the continuation of model 2, and today we are going to look at inventory scanning, editing a record. Why this? Now sometimes you may find yourself wanting. When I say you may find yourself wanting is that you may have a product where the product that you have a barcode assigned to, which after the product gets finished, you then went ahead and then decided that you went ahead to procure a new set of item. So after you've procured a new set of item, you decided that you want to then go ahead and then edit, or probably you realize that the new set of item that you have purchased, okay, the barcode is different from the previous item that you have in the store. Now some may ask, say it is too bulky for us to understand. Break it down for us to understand well. What I'm trying to say is that you've bought an item known as Nutty Snack. Okay, so as you bought a new set of item known as Nutty Snack, you scan the barcode onto the Nutty Snack, which is the product in your system, and then in point of time you went ahead to purchase a new set of item, which means that the previous goods got finished. Okay, got finished. So you went ahead to purchase a new set of Nutty Snack, again a box of Nutty Snack. Then you realize that the barcode assigned to that new set of Nutty Snack that you've gone for, being a biscuit, you realize that the barcode is different. So anytime you set up or you deploy a POS system for a client or a customer, and you realize that now the customer is complaining about the barcode is not matching the previous barcode that he or she has assigned to, this simply means that every set of products after 100 or 500 pieces, the next 500 pieces of item have a different barcode assigned to. So you need to educate your customer or whoever you are deploying the POS to that. That means that anytime he purchases a new set of item, he can then go ahead and then assign a barcode, scan the new barcode that is on the new set of item, edits the product, and then scan the new barcode to the product. Now in our next lesson, which will be on Friday, I'm going to talk about how you can also generate a random code from QuickBooks point of sales and assign to all the products uniquely, without you not assign a new code all over and all over again. So the question here is this: how do we do that? Now let's look at how to do that, and then I'll then explain. If you have any question, you guys can go ahead and then ask me the question. Now let's look at how to do that. So I'm switching my screen. As you can see here, you can see that I have Nutty Snack. Okay, this is another new Nutty Snack that we just purchased for today. Now the last time we assigned the barcode which is on the Nutty Snack here onto the product. So now let's assume again that you've bought a new item and you want to then assign a barcode to the product. So how do you go by that? Okay, let's also assume that you don't have this barcode. Okay, this very barcode that we are using, you don't have it. Okay, you don't have it, but you can equally use your phone to demonstrate that, because you as a POS deployer, what you must bear in mind that you must equally test the system that you are trying to deploy for whoever you are deploying for, and see whether the system is working. So let's assume that the customer doesn't have a barcode now. you also don't have money to buy a barcode, you can equally use your phone as a as a barcode. Okay, you can equally use your phone as a barcode scanner onto your machine. Now let's look at this. Let me switch to my QuickBooks point of sales for us to look at it practically. So now let me get that straight and launch my QuickBooks point of sales. Okay, so I'll go ahead and enter my password. And then go ahead and log in. So as you can see, this is my QuickBooks point of sales screen. Now when I go ahead and then go to item list, for instance, and then as I am in item list, okay, you can see there's a barcode here. Now let me try scanning this with my phone to see whether it will scan and bring out this nutty snack. Let's look at it. So I'm going to use my phone to scan my nutty snack. Okay, now let me just demonstrate something. So for me to do this, I'll minimize this and then go to my connection, call this very connection, we call it barcode to PC. Okay, it's kind of a server. Okay, barcode to PC. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys how to set it up. So barcode to PC, you can see that it's connected to device which is 0. So I'm going to also then go ahead and then share my phone. So as you can all see, this is my phone. Okay, this is my phone here. So I'm using my phone, but I'm not using this is my phone. I'm not using, how do you call it, my barcode scanner. Okay, so I'm using my phone. So as indeed I'm using my phone, I'm going to go ahead and then search for my barcode scanner indeed that I'm using. So let me just switch and use that. Okay, so this is it here. So this is my barcode scanner. So I'll show you how to set it up after this lesson. So I'll just wait for it. So you can see there, I just scanned one thing, which I number it as 1. So I'll go ahead and then scan another. So I'll click on where we have the camera section here, this very side. That is the camera section. So I'll click on that camera section, and then because I'm scanning, so I'm going to focus on scanning. If you want to do multiple scanning, then you can go ahead and select multiple scanning, but I'm just scanning only one, so only one scanning. But if I want to do multiple, then you can go ahead and select the multiple scan. Okay, well, for educational purpose, let's do multiple scanning. Okay, so I'll click on multiple scan. Then after I click on multiple scan, now it has opened for me. Well, let me just clear whatever I've written. So after it has opened for me, you can see that this is my screen, and this is the biscuit that I have. So now let me switch to my QuickBooks point of sales. So I'll put the cursor here, okay, and I'm going to use, how do you call it, let me bring back, I'm going to use my phone, okay, to scan that. Let's look for it. So you can see I just used my phone to scan, and then come think of it, it has brought the nutty snack. Okay, now some may ask, say, we did not see you doing it. Let's look at it. So this is let me minimize this a little bit. Okay, so as you can see here, you guys can see that this is my QuickBooks point of sales, and this is my scanner. Now because I'm doing multiple, I selected multiple so that I can do it and do it all over again. Now you realize that, come think of it, you don't have scanner. Maybe as a deployer, you are now putting things together to get some money so you can get all those devices, like the way I have my here. Okay, so you don't have that, so you can equally do this to test the system whether everything is working. So now I'll put my cursor here where they've written scan inventory. then I'll pick my phone and then scan my product. So let's wait for it. You see, so yes, scan. You can see it has scanned nicely and it has brought what? My Nutri snack. So let's assume that here are the case, you've scanned a product and then instead of the product bringing Nutri snack for you, it's not fetching the Nutri snack. The barcode is different. What am I saying? Let me show you something. Now I'm going to use, how do you call it, the barcode here. Okay, the barcode here. Have you seen the barcode? I'm going to use the barcode here. I'm going to use its how do you call it, barcode scanner, as you can see here, to reference to to change the Nutri snack barcode. So let's assume that now this is my barcode scanner, and my barcode scanner also have a barcode. So I'm going to scan that barcode of it. Okay, so after scanning the barcode, you realize that now there's no any products that have this very barcode. I shall get it. So therefore, it's not displaying. So as it is not displaying, the question here is this: how could I go ahead and change that? Okay, so let's say that LBI is for Nutri snack. So for me to change that, first I need to look for Nutri snack here. So as I have Nutri snack here, I'll go ahead and then click on edit here. So when I click on edit, now it's going to display the editing inventory item for me, because I'm editing the inventory item. And come to the UPS and then highlight on that, backspace, and then pick my product, which is, I'm just using the barcode scanner as example of Nutri snack, and then I'll go ahead and then scan that. So you can see that I have this here, so I like to delete this. So let me delete this. So let me scan again. So I'll click on this and select where we have this very side where I have multiple. Okay, so I'll click on the multiple. Okay, and I'll call it 1. Then after that, I'll select this very item and I'll scan. Let me do it again. Okay, so it has picked this one. So this is the barcode. So I click on save. Now after I've clicked on save, when I come here now and then use my phone to scan this very item, so accept. So you can see that it has bring out the Nutri snack. So you can equally think of it, use, how do you call it, your phone as a barcode scanner to test, okay, whatever you are doing, to see whether it is working. So it is always advisable that when you go to the market and buy something, let's assume you've gone to the market to buy something. What have you bought? You've then bought an item, and then the item is the price of the item is the barcode of the item has changed. You can go ahead and use this method to update the item so that you assign a new barcode to the item. So let's also assume that I wanted to use the normal Nutri snack to assign the Nutri snack barcode, to assign the barcode to the item. How will I do that? What I must do is that I'll just have to go ahead. And then switch again, and as this item is there, I'll click on edit here on my QuickBooks point of sales. Click on edit, and when I click on edit, I'll go ahead and backspace what is here, this barcode, and select my biscuit now for the Nutri snack, and then scan the correct barcode now. And then after that, I'll go ahead and click on save to save changes. Now after you finish, you need to use the barcode again to set this up to see whether it is picking or it is working. So you can see that yes, indeed it is working, and it has fetched my how do you call it, my Nutri snack for me. So that's the best practice of how to then update a product using QuickBooks point of sales. Now say I want to ask, how do we set this up when in case I don't have a barcode scanner? And how can I want to use my phone, my Android phone, or probably my iPhone as a barcode scanner to test the QuickBooks point of sale to see whether the item, my barcode is working. Let me practice it to be well equipped with that. First, what you must do is that, let me share something. First, what you must do is that go to your Google, just go ahead and go to your Play Store. So when you go to your Play Store, sorry, your App Store or your Play Store, any which way. So I'm using my Play Store. I go to my Play Store. In here, just go ahead and type barcode. You can see it here. I have it here already, which is it here, this very one, which is barcode to what? To PC. So go ahead and click on barcode to PC, and then this is it here. I already have it, so you can see that it is just allowing me to open. So if you click on open, you can see that it will just open for you. But the most interesting aspect is that after you've done the installation, and then your laptop, and then maybe your laptop and your phone is connected the same Wi-Fi, it will just give you this notification like this. It will connect automatically by itself, and then you see it down here that, okay, connected to device 1. So that means one device is connected. Then you can go ahead and then click on this. Let me mirror this. Go ahead and then click on the camera. So when you click on the camera, okay, this side, the camera here, it will ask you whether you want to scan what, single or multiple. So you can try multiple, or you can go ahead and select what, single, and then you are good to go. And then when you select it, it will ask you to add a number. So you can say, you can make it 8 and click on OK. So you scan, that will be 8 times, and then you can go ahead and test the scanning. So this is how you can go by if you don't have this particular barcode scanner or the handheld barcode scanner. This is how you can equally use your phone, I getting it, as a barcode scanner to test your POS or your QuickBooks point of sales. So basically that is just that. So after we've all understand this is where I'll bring my lesson to an end. So this is where I end my lesson. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and then ask. As I just said, I'm going to put all the link in the course description, so that you can go ahead, and then if you've forgotten how to go to the barcode to PC, you can equally click on the link in the description, so far as the course description is concerned, and then go ahead and then assign whatever you want to assign to do the configuration, and then you are good to go. So this is where I bring my lesson to an end. Thank you guys so much for giving me the listening ears.